Hello, hello, hello. We are back and we're going to play some StarTropics. One of the fun games from my childhood. I was talking to my brothers and my friends, my brother and my friends, and I thought this would be a good one to try to play through. So we'll see how far we get in this session. I know I'm not the best at this game, but we certainly know how to play it. So here we go. Let me know if all the sounds are okay, if everybody can hear me. Such a goofy and fun game. A hard game, too. I think it's... You're supposed to talk to certain people, and I don't know which ones, so we're just going to talk to everybody real quick. And then the chief will talk to us. We don't have to talk to the pig. What's up, Derek? Well, we talk to everybody except the pig. Chief should talk to us. So we can go into the first dungeon. That's right, my weapon of choice is a yo-yo. Hopefully we don't see that woman too often, because I think she shows up every time you game over. Look at that Mike's skill and speed. Ow. Good start. Getting beat up by some slugs. Yay. I don't know why one of the things they added in here is if you get 4 stars, you get a life, or 5 stars actually. Then they sometimes just drop actual heart pieces. But we're jumping around. We can jump only one tile. We've got to slowly make our way everywhere. The first level kind of gets used to everything that's, gonna happen, what you can see. It's like, hey, you're probably going to fight enemies. You're going to try not to jump in pits of water. Because that is, of course, instant death. It's like, yeah, this game's pretty fun. And then they start into confusing things. It's like, okay, here's where things can be a little different. They don't hold your hand for very long in this game. I don't think it's here. No. We just went the wrong way. It's okay. We would have left. I don't think there was anything else that was worth seeing, but you see that this is the game telling you you're gonna find things that you're gonna need to go different directions than what you're expected to. Really thought that opened. There it is. And sometimes your exploration can pay off. There's other times. If you continue to explore, I'm not going to go through that room just because I know what's there. And if you go up one more, it's just a room of instant death. You jump straight into water. Nothing else happens. Welcome in, Eric. Thanks for letting us know the megahertz necessary. We probably didn't need those two. Fire, the torches. Another fun thing this game does is basically force you to use a certain weapon on the bosses, which we are fighting. Ow. And it's one of those fun things, if you run out of those, you don't get to fight the boss. Dodge it, man. There we go. I'm glad we went and got that potion just in case. The extra one was just there. The other fun part is when you start a new chapter, you don't get to keep things. So we're just on our merry way. But yeah, one of those things where it's like, if you use all your torches, you're done. You can't fight the boss anymore. You just gotta die and try again. This game definitely does not hold your hand for very long. Yay, they're all seeing me off on a wonderful adventure. I think there's 8 chapters in total. Some of them go very quickly, some of them does not. That's another one that doesn't tell you anything about how to get there or what to do. Captured by evil aliens, huh? How weird is that? Derek, Eric, how are you guys doing this fine afternoon? As we wander into level 2, that's basically it. This one's a fast one, but we're gonna struggle through this chapter. Or yeah, chapter, I guess, not level. And now we get introduced to rising and lowering platforms. You gotta time things correctly. I believe it's Dr. Hudge. Hudge. I could have been waiting there. Ah, crap. Did I miss where that popped? Of course it's back there. We'll take the hearts, even though we didn't really get hit. Like, at least some of these secret paths you can kind of see. Oh, thanks, Bat. You can kind of see the dark outline underneath, so it's not like a complete loss. Nah. But there's others where it's just, you have no actual guess of where it is. We got a battle of pufferfish. He's kind of a jerk. Oh, I don't need to battle the pufferfish. I just needed to kill the octopus. Yay, the snowman. That which is absolutely required to beat the boss, but I don't remember where that other path goes, honestly. I just knew so many times you gotta find the snowman. Wow, there's a little tiny dolphin. Boss time. No, pause. Yeah, one of the things I didn't learn growing up as a kid is you can absolutely just freeze the water again and beat the hell out of them some more to finish him off, as opposed to before. It's like, oh, okay, he moved away. Now I gotta wait for him to come back down again. No, just keep kicking his butt. But that's chapter 2. Like I said, one of the easier chapters in the game. Still getting used to it. And now it's really going to ramp up in chapter 3. Let's get back in our subsea. I'm still not entirely sure how the storm on the ocean affected a submarine. That can just, go underwater and avoid the big waves. But hey, I was a kid and I didn't think anything of it. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes complete sense. We can go to this little hut. I think this guy gives us milk. Yeah, I love how we're on these southern islands and people are like, oh yeah, somebody from this town or this little village will definitely be able to help fix your submarine. Makes sense, right? But first we got this little... I don't even want to say... I mean, it's a dungeon. It's a level. I'm not sure when Nuka-Cola shows up. And a new weapon, the bola. Nothing that way. And here's something we will see again and again. It's the triple sinking blocks that you gotta do in time. Oh god. Apparently. I didn't realize the bola did the exact same amount of damage. Just at a distance. I never actually looked into it. I'll say something else they're teaching us in the game is rooms go dark. And you gotta find what lights it up. I'm like 90% sure we do not want to go left. Because sometimes it takes us to death, other times it takes us back outside and we get to do this all again. Neither of which is really worth it. Plus side is they save it pretty often. So you don't have to worry about that. Another village where you got to talk to key people, and I don't remember who, so we'll just talk to everybody. We find out the story of what's going on in this tiny little village. Because apparently the chief's daughter is sick. It's our job to try to find a way to wake her up. A castle called She-Cola. I think I missed somebody over here. Yeah, that woman. Okay, so we fix the girl, and he fixes our ship. Again, where he's got the technology to do this, never know. But a deal's a deal, I guess. Yes, they make you come talk to the sleeping Bennett before you can move on our very merry way. I guess just to make sure she's actually sleeping. We start into another dungeon. I guess I don't need to kill everything. It's just in my nature to beat the hell out of snakes with a yo-yo. Another dark room that tells you nothing about where you can go. But there's one of these snakes that actually goes the whole way, and you can go fight. you got to pay attention to the octopus. That he goes that way. Alright, it's still dark, but I think we can find our way here. Oh no, we've added... I don't know if that's just supposed to be red lava, blood, or lava, blood, red water. Oh, good, we lost a free guy. That's what we get for taking that challenge. I hated these bugs. Get the Mudman out of our way. I still don't think that takes us anywhere. We'll take the bolas, but... and die! Well, it's not like we were going through this game deathless, so... we knew what we were getting into. I could have got more hearts that way, but then if you keep going, it's death. It's always death. Oh, I was a lot closer than it should have been. And Boston. Do it. Even if he's in the process of dying. Sorry, I really didn't want to die and have to face him again. That's another boss that you kill not by any damage, but you just gotta drop him into the water, I guess. But yes, you can still die while he's in his death animation. I didn't want to do that again. So we're out. We're clear. 1 heart. That's all we need. I forget what that guy's name was. Wow, you've done it! That is the Castle of Shikola. We don't need to go there. They'll just tell us we can't enter. We're going to go on to one of the more annoying dungeons in this game. The Ghost Village. Everything you thought you knew about where you could go and what you could do is going to be challenged in this dungeon. Come back here, you jerk. So you may see me randomly get hit when I cross there because there's tiny ghosts flying around that are invisible and nothing you can do to kill them. At least not yet. And the super tanky mummies. Alright, we got that dowsing rod that'll help us see ghosts. God damn it. Well, that's not where we wanted to go. I couldn't remember what was down here. It was the next room we wanted to go down. So I hope you enjoyed watching that beginning part again, because we get to do it again. And that happens quite a few other times if you go the wrong direction. You're kicked right out of this dungeon, and you get to do it again and again. Thankfully, we weren't too far in, because I know there's a couple. I do not have the Nintendo Power issue. I'm going off memory and probably a speedrun I watched like a year and a half ago. There's where I gotta go south. No, I don't want to use that yet. Damn it. Maybe I did want to go over there. Oh, that's right. Okay, I can go down from here. Die, you stupid mummy. Wasn't sure I was going to come down here, but we did. To get the lantern. Don't do it, mommy, don't do it, don't do it. He did it. That dick. Because this is where you'd have to try to figure out where you're going in the dark. That's why we got the lantern. Yeah, I'm glad I got the lantern. I don't think I would have remembered all of that. Fine. Jesus, that dog was fast. Hopefully get some health. There we go. Slap this guy. That'll open that path, but we gotta go back here. I think it's here. Nope. Oh, that guy's here. I thought there was an enemy. More dowsing rods if we needed them. Oh, that's right. If you if you die somewhere through here, in order to get a dowsing rod, you have to go back there. Because otherwise you can't progress. Still feel like I'm missing something, and I need it in the next room. There it is. have to get this mirror. And once again, say it with me, you can't progress. Because the game was fun like that. Now another terrible room. This is just a gauntlet of terrible rooms. Did you want to fight a bunch of mummies? Turn around, Mike. Okay, that was good. Yeah, we can come over here, get ourselves a refill. Because we got 2 more terrible rooms coming up. Did not want to do that. Shit. That's a dowsing rod. Thought you could get bolas somewhere. And now, boss time. Which you don't know is boss time until you... We only have a couple of these bolas, so we're gonna try to be careful with them. As I say, especially gets worse whenever Maxie's almost dead and starts going faster. There we go. That was clean. Wasn't fast, but it was clean. And yes, you can absolutely still die after doing that, and you gotta do it all again. Everything here will kill you. And story purposes, when you go to Shikola, there's a an oracle there. And she's like, I dropped my crystal ball. Can you go get it from the ghost town? She's like, I got scared and I dropped it in the lake. Okay. That's why we're here. That's why we needed to get underneath and drain the lake. Which, who knew we'd even find something to drain the lake? But the ghost town level, the ghost village is behind us. We're on the downhill slope of this long, long chapter 3. Although we still got more talking to do. Oh, so it's not an oracle, it's a fortune teller. I forgot to ask, can you guys hear me okay? And can you hear the game okay? I didn't check any of the levels. don't think you gotta talk to everybody. I think you can just go on up this way. Now we got the new weapon, which is nice. It's a very sweet weapon. After tricking those women, we got everything we need. Because if we would have tried to come here early, this button was not illuminated. Nothing happens. We can't jump on this 10 times. This is just another short, nice dungeon meant to teach you what kind of fun you can do with this shooting star. It's got a little bit of range to it. It did say you gotta have more than 6 hearts to use it, but that's not too bad. Like I said, they give you the refill right there in the beginning. It kills things in one hit. Very, very sweet. Ah, fish. Ah, you idiot. Yeah, that's it. That's our little traveling path. Yay, we're out. We can go down into the mountain. Doesn't do us any good. So against the game's like, where do you go? I think it even gives you fake paths some places. I'm topping. I think this is the poet. The final dungeon of level 3. Or chapter 3, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. It's going to introduce us to another new tactic that we need to be aware of. Remember when we can beat these, I don't know, birds with skull heads. This is going to teach us about... Ah, Jesus. The white ones that you've got to... that sink as soon as you fall on them. Yeah, this one's going to be a struggle. I don't know if I can get my Morning Star back either, especially since I took a bunch of damage in the beginning. Everything can and will murder you. Just because it's a weird little skull bouncing around doesn't mean it can't kill you. Oh god, I gotta kill these guys again. They are much harder without that morning star. Or not the morning star, the shooting star. Hooray, leaps of faith. Alrighty, we're down here again. Oh, there we go. Thought there was a 2. Nope, no 2 hearts here. Alright, we're moving on. Good, we got the time stop. Yay, we got our morning star back. I hope we don't promptly immediately lose it. Oh god. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible. Half a heart of damage. Oh, yeah. We're up the mountain. We just got to get to the top. Because before we were seeing mudmen. Now we're seeing watermen? And this is why this is terrible. Those bowls take an ungodly amount of hits. And deal an ungodly amount of damage. I was hoping we'd have the morning star. Where is it? Come on. There we go. Scroll of Obob. Bob a bob 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 bob. Uma bob bob. Why the hell couldn't that robot rebuild it? Navcom, you suck. This one is an easy yet stupidly confusing level. I don't want to say easy. It's a fast level. Or chapter, I guess. I gotta keep calling it chapter. This is the great village of Tunicola. Sometimes I think they're just making these names up. Oh god, we just got eaten by a whale. I like how it must be around here somewhere, and you go to here. Oh no, okay, you don't get to see it. I thought it showed you where it was. I think if you follow that path down, it does. It's like, oh, it's right there, but you got to go entirely around this seemingly gigantic whale that we can, be in our submarine in. Yes, of course, whales are very big. I may be lost in this whale. Nope, there we go. Come on. There we go. Those that aren't familiar, that's one of the infamous codes you needed. When they say dip Dr. J's letter, there when you bought the game with the cartridge and everything, the instruction manual, they had a letter from Dr. Jones that you, yes, had to dip in water to see that it said 747. Actually, I think I get, no. Yeah. Hopefully we can get through chapter 5 in this playthrough before I gotta get going. Get the boy off the bus. I mean, it could be Derek. I'm not fully aware. Once again, another village, more people to talk to. I thought there was somebody hiding out over here. Weird ass talking bird. But now we have the information we need that will open the cutscene. Come on. Oh, god damn it. Oh, about 20 minutes to go through Chapter 5's dungeon. Or I'll die a whole bunch because this one is just full of traps. And everything kills you. Back over here. No, we do have to go down here. But you don't exit where you think you do. Oh, okay, we're good. And the parrot was telling us what it was supposed to be, so it's... Alright, we are strong and ready. Let's take on Captain Bell's cave. Wordful hearts. This is a trap-filled path of destruction. Okay. Oh, that's not going to end well. Yeesh. Oof. Alright, 2 extra guys, so you can watch me fail this a whole bunch more. I think we did want to go north. Oh, we could have went and got those hearts. Now our recurring theme we'll see is the rolling bowling ball. Which, as a kid, always gave me such anxiety dealing with these rooms. Oh no, ghost pirates. Okay, we missed it. I don't know how you're supposed to find that one. But we did. We're moving on. Ow. I don't think I need to use the yo-yo much anymore. Do you need to watch out for spikes? And now the pink bowling ball. Much faster, much meaner. Doesn't go the whole way down like the other one does. In case anybody was curious, the bowling ball is a one-hit kill. With one last giant trick. We sit here and we salute Captain Bell as his ship admirably sinks. We have a little bit of time. We're going to see if we can't get through the overworld of Chapter 6 and get to the dungeon, because 6 is huge. These old people are very helpful. Oh, well, we found a big apple. Now you're going to eat the apple. Eat the apple. Oh, it's delicious, but nothing happens. Oh, that's nice. I don't know why I thought it restored our health. There's our big heart. Yeah, we came that way. Oh, another little shack. Funky little shack. Let's go say hi. I remember that one. I think it was... Let's try this one. Nope, okay, that just takes me there. I knew it wasn't one of the ends. Near the cross. Let's see what's in this island. Nothing. Bah. Well, we're almost far enough east. Just got to keep going north, I guess. Was it right near that giant crater with, you know, a bunch of dead trees around it? Weird. We will give this one a quick try. I don't think... We can always die pretty quickly in this one, but I don't think we can beat it in 6 minutes. We're not going to get going. Oh, that's right, it takes us to the ruins first. Yeah, we should be okay. Now they're teaching us about the anklet. Lets us jump 2 spots. Crazy. Only lasts for one room. The room you are in. Oh god. Don't know why I thought that guy would die. He hit me for 3? Jesus. And just because they can, they decided to give you a maze. A jump maze. Oh, get away from the mummies. Yeah. Dumb. I am dumb. Alright. Yeah, we'll give this a try or two. If not, we'll just die. I know the boss isn't too far in here, I don't think. There we go, that gives us a little bit of space. I forgot about this boss. Yeah, we might not be able to make it through here. But we can mash. Nope. Come on down, buddy. It's like, yeah, you beat the boss, you should be out of here. Nope. The dungeon just continues. O'clock. Ugh. I have to do that first. We'll see how much farther. We need into those baseballs, apparently. No idea how spike shoes work that way, but that's what we're going for. Oh, God damn it. Ow, that did a lot of damage. Oh my god. That's why we brought that potion. The game giveth, and the game taketh away. As they should be reaching the boss soon. I don't remember this one being much longer. Not that this boss is easy. There he is. That's a good start. Oh, thank God. And with that, we're going to call this for the day. We'll try again tomorrow to get through the rest of chapter 6, 7, and 8. But you are now at chapter 6. Hey, thanks for letting me know that. Appreciate everybody stopping by. That one was, I got to get a bit hairy towards the end, but we did pretty well there. We're getting a little bit farther than I thought I would playing today, but, you know, that's good stuff. Like I said, probably tomorrow, roughly the same time, we'll try to finish this up. So, hope to see everybody there. Thanks. Bye.